Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon. I'm back again with another book review. I just read Bernice L. McFadden's Praise Song for the Butterflies, and of course the title is extremely misleading, but it's very much in the tradition of Little Bee, but it's different because your main character here is Abeo, and she grows up in Ukembe, and Ukembe is a third world continent in Africa, or state in Africa, like most of Africa is. And her father, without the knowledge of her mother, finds it best to appease their god and take her to the temple, to the priest, to become a Trokoski. And a Trokosi is actually a slave used for the purpose of sex. And it actually means fetish and slave combined. And if you know anything about fetishes, this is a different kind of fetish. This is the fetish that is worshipped. They're little caricatures of gods and goddesses, or even phallic objects, or could be any number of things. And you find this in African culture, you find it in voodoo and hoodoo, and I remember a lot of that from cultural anthropology, so I'm still latching onto that memory. And it's a very heartrending story, and of course the title actually plays key later on in the book, and you'll see why with Abeo and what happens, and the people that she encounters, and just her absolutely horrendous experience in the temple, and the priest. Ugh, those poor girls. You feel absolutely terrible, and it's almost like Slumdog Millionaire, because when you think it can't get any worse, it does. But like Slumdog Millionaire, it actually has a happy ending. Or in this case, it has kind of a semblance thereof, but still, nonetheless, it's actually quite a happy ending for our resilient Abeo. And you marvel at her durability, her fighting instinct, and her survival despite everything that she's been through. And it's actually really quite fantastic, and it gives you a good contrast of Ukembe versus London, and the places that Abeo actually went when she was younger, before she became a Trokoski. And it's really quite marvelous. And she was raised speaking Wele, but due to her experiences, she doesn't really speak Wele that well anymore, because it just faded away. But despite the fact that some of it's kind of hard to read, I'll admit to it, Bernice does not sugarcoat things, and there are times that you just think, you want to look away, but then you realize that this kind of thing actually happens. And I don't know if it still goes on, but there's a character that comes into her life that changes her life and the lives of so many other young women. And I think that people like that need to be commended, even though they may have a thankless job. They're actually saving lives, and they're basically saviors. But the book is absolutely sensational. It's very heartrending, it's poignant, it's strikingly vivid and grotesque in much of the language, but that's the only way that a story like this can be told, I think. But that's about all I have to say about Praise Song for the Butterflies. So until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao, tutti.